Hi, hello, vanakkam, and welcome back to yet another episode on your and our favorite little Slav YouTube channel. So today I've got a question in LinkedIn from one of our subscribers. So he said that he is a performance tester with 4 years of experience, and he wants to know that what are the skills and languages that he should learn to evolve as a performance engineer or an SRE. So we're going to see that today in this video, like what he should learn to become a performance engineer or become an SRE. Again, this is, I don't want to reveal his name, but again, this is for everyone or for anyone who is between the experience of like 3, 4, 5, 6 years experience. So I'm going to give based on the real world and the current scenario. So we're going to see that in this video today. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you have any questions or any comments, please do comment in the comment section. And more informative videos on JMeter, Neoload, Load Runner, where are in our channel. So if you want, you can just watch all of them. And thank you so much, and see you all very soon. And please don't stop now. We're going to see, or we're going to look into the prospective competencies that every performance tester who is willing to move himself, like who wants himself to evolve to performance engineer SRE. So we're going to see them in the upcoming section now. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining again. Firstly, let's talk about the core skills that someone from 4 years of experience must learn. So, if you're getting into performance engineering or SRE, you need a solid foundation in these three key areas, that is, scripting, performance testing, and monitoring. So, let's talk about each one. So, the first thing is the strong scripting skills. Scripting helps you automate tasks and they help you run, test, and manage the infrastructure without doing everything manually. So I would recommend that you should learn Python or Bash because Python is super flexible and it is great for automation and testing. And Bash is mostly used for system commands and for handling scripts on Linux. So if you're someone who's working on a Linux environment background, so then you must need it. And JavaScript and Groovy, yes, you all know. So if you're working with web applications, JavaScript is useful for those who are working on Neoload, you all know. And Groovy, yes, it's helpful when you're customizing the JMeter test cases. So how to get started? So you have to start writing simple Python script to automate a task like renaming multiple files at once. So these are like very basic tasks. So once you start working on that, you'll get to know more and you can start, since you're like a 4 year of beginner, 4 year experience, so you can actually spend a lot of time in doing all these. And you can also try a Groovy script inside a JMeter to control test execution. So in fact, there were several videos on JavaScript and JavaScript with Neoload and Groovy with JMeter, Groovy script using JMeter. So you can watch them in our Little Slaw YouTube channel anytime. And if you have any doubts or any queries, you can reach out to me. So that's about the strong scripting skills. And the second thing is the performance testing tool. So your job is to make sure the applications can handle a high number of users without slowing down or crashing. So here are some of the tools that can help you. So firstly, the JMeter tool. It is great for load testing websites and APIs. And then we do have K6, which is perfect for testing performance in DevOps environments. And then we do have Gatling, which helps you to simulate real world traffic efficiently. And then you have Locust, which is a Python based, and it is useful for testing how apps perform under heavy load. So as you mentioned, while you are learning Python and as part of your scripting skills, that will also help you in the Locust scripting as well. And apart from that, you must need to learn Dynatrace, New Relic, App Dynamics because these are the APM tools and they help you to track the system performance and spot the issues before users notice them. So the next step is you have to set up JMeter, you have to create a test plan for a login page, and you can try running a K6 test to see how application handles the stress. And then once everything is running, so in terms of monitoring and logging, so you need to track the performance and analyze the logs to spot the problems before they get worse. So you should not be reactive, so you have to be like proactive. So that's the reason we need to learn Prometheus plus Grafana. This duo actually help you to visualize the performance metrics in real time. And then you do have ELK stack, which is the Elasticsearch, the Logstash, the Kibana. So that's what we, in short form, we call it as ELK. and they help you to collect and analyze logs from multiple sources. And then you do have InfluxDB, Telegraph plus Grafana. They help you to use they they're used for tracking time-based metrics. So all of these are like in terms of different versions of monitoring and logging, because Prometheus Grafana helps you in real-time monitoring. ELK helps you to collect and analyze logs from multiple resources, and InfluxDB plus Grafana helps you to are used for tracking time-based metrics. So how can you use them? So you can set up a Grafana dashboard to monitor the server health, or you can configure the ELK stack to capture logs from a web server. And now let's move on to the next part. So you have asked me a question like how to become a performance engineer or a SRE. So firstly, let's see how to become a the steps to becoming a performance engineer. So if you're aiming to become, so you are already a performance tester. Performance engineering is not far away from you. So if you're aiming to become a performance engineer, your main job is to ensure the systems can handle stress, scale efficiently, and remain stable under load. So to do this, you need a deep system level knowledge. You need to know CI/CD integration. In fact, we do have several videos on the system level knowledge, like what is a web server, an app server, and what is a database server. So you can watch all those videos, and they will definitely help you. I can just quickly bring that to you. I can just show you because they were widely used and they were widely watched in our channel. And then we do have okay, and yeah, CI/CD integration. So you must understand how the GitHub works, along with GitHub, Jenkins, GitLab, everything. So in fact, we are planning to have like a GitLab training session very soon. And then there is about scripting automation. So just to break it, I'll tell you in terms of system level knowledge, before jumping into performance testing, you need to understand how the computers actually work under load, which means the CPU, like how processors run and what affects the speed of the CPU, and how the memory works, how the RAM usage impacts the performance, and when it comes to the disk input output, how fast the data is read and written. And when it comes to network performance, you need to understand how the data moves across systems. So how do you learn all this? So the first thing is subscribe to Little Sly YouTube channel, because you can watch all of these. I have taken several videos on what is a CPU utilization, memory utilization, and several interview questions related to all these topics. But apart from that, you must use system monitoring tools like Top, HTOP, because they show active processes and CPU memory usage. And you can use nmon, which gives a graphical representation of system performance. You do have perf, which is used for analyzing CPU bottlenecks, and there are like IOstat that helps you to monitor disk input output and latency. Apart from that, I'll give you some example tasks. So you can open a terminal and run top or htop, and you can observe how different applications consume CPU and memory. You can also try stress testing your system by opening multiple applications and watch how usage changes. So all these are like just to get an understanding of about the system level knowledge. And then when it comes to CI/CD integration for performance testing, yes, performance testing should not be manual task every time. And nowadays AI has come in, so it should be automated. So it should be integrated into your CI/CD pipeline. So every deployment is tested automatically. So for that, you can use tools and platforms like GitHub Actions. You have Jenkins, you have GitLab CI. In fact, I do have conducted recently a training on JMeter with GitHub, GitLab, Azure DevOps. In case if you want to know more, you can just message me. You can do a catch up, and that'll be a great understanding for you to understand how JMeter has been integrated with GitHub, GitHub, Azure DevOps, and GitLab. So how does this work? So you set up scripts to run JMeter or K6 automatically whenever the code is deployed. And when it comes to correlation and scripting automations, so one of the most overlooked skills in performance testing is understanding the correlation and how data flows between the requests. So the key concepts like regular expressions, which is to help extract the patterns from responses, and about JSON path and XPath, which help you to extract data from JSON and XML responses. So I'll give you an example task for this as well, like how to learn this. So you can imagine you are testing a login API. So the system returns a session token upon login, which must be used in next request. So you need to capture that token dynamically. And you have to extract the token, and you have to use a $token, or if it's in a K6 script, you have to use a response.json. So all these are like way where you can understand how does the correlation works in different tools and techniques. And apart from that, you must learn how to build a correlation framework. If you test scripts if your test scripts need dynamic data extraction, you should build a correlation framework. For example, you can write a reusable script that automatically extract session tokens after login. They store them dynamically for future requests, and they log errors if the token is missing. So why is this important? Why am I talking about all this correlation part? Because without correlation, your test might fail if they cannot handle the dynamic values correctly. So that's the reason I want you to learn all of these to become or to evolve. So the same word which I'm using. So to evolve, you have to use all of these. And then finally, we'll see about how to what are the steps for becoming an SRE from your experience level. So the last section now, how to become an SRE. So for that, yes, I go straight away. So if you're an SRE's main job is to make sure system stays reliable, scalable, and efficient. So you need to think beyond the basic troubleshooting and the aim for automation, resilience, and proactive monitoring. And in fact, just to let you know, for those who do not know, we are currently running an SRE training that's in progress. And in fact, we have completed Git training, GitHub training, and GitHub with actions. So if you're someone who's interested, please do reach out to me. I'll let you know. I'll take you through the process of learning it. It's more interesting. We have like around like 20 to 25 people who are learning from me about the SRE, and so far we have crossed like 4 5 weeks. So it's going to be more interesting. If you're interested, please do let me know. I can take you through the process. But again, this is what we are doing. So the first thing is infrastructure as code. So if you're manually setting up servers and cloud resources, you're doing it wrong. So everything should be defined as code. So infrastructure can be reproducible and scalable. Yes. So if you want to evolve yourself as an SR, you must learn infrastructure as code. And the tools that you have to learn are Terraform, which automates the cloud infrastructure. And if you want to learn through Ansible, you can use that's used for configuration management. That is for setting up and managing servers. You can try those. And in fact, we do had a session on how to use the Terraform for creating a resource group, and that was very interesting. And everybody, like we used Terraform plus GitHub Actions plus Azure to create a resource group, and everyone in our team, like they really enjoyed it. So if you're interested, yeah, please do let me know. We can do a catch up on that. And then the cloud platforms. So you must learn cloud platform, whether it can be AWS, it can be Azure, it can be GCP. You need to understand how the cloud services work. You have to monitor them, and you have to and make them you have to scale resources efficiently. So you have to learn about the computer instances, the databases, the load balancers. You have to understand about auto scaling serverless functions, cost optimization. You must also learn about cloud monitoring with tools like CloudWatch or Azure Monitor, App Insight, Azure Application Insights, whatever it is. So you must learn how to deploy a simple website on AWS using EC2 plus load balancer, then monitor its performance using AWS CloudWatch metrics. So all these you must learn if you want to become a successful SRE from your current role. And finally, the containers and orchestration. So Docker and Kubernetes are non-negotiable. Yes, you have to know them. So Dockers are something like the packaging application into containers, and it makes deployment fast and scalable. And then when it comes to Kubernetes, you are going to manage the containerized applications and ensure the reliability and auto scaling. And then finally, the reliability concepts. Yes, this is where the SRE gets very interesting. And in fact, we do discuss about the SRE recently. I mean, like we're going to watch for the next 7 days. I'm posting all those training videos for you, like 7 days of videos about SRE, and there are like much more to discuss about. But this is just an introduction, I would say, because this is where the SRE gets interesting. It's not about fixing problems, but designing the systems that stay reliable even under failures. Some of the key concepts I would say are the service level indicators, which are the metrics that measure the service performance, the SLOs, the targets for SLIs, the error budgets, which is the acceptable amount of failure before action is needed. And then you must learn about incident management. When things break, you need a response plan, post-mortems, and strategies like chaos engineering to test failures proactively. So all these you must learn. You can even use use tools like Gremlin or Litmus Chaos to simulate failures using chaos engineering tools. So finally, if you want to become an SRE, focus on automating infrastructure with Terraform and Ansible. You have to master cloud platforms. It can be anything, AWS or Azure or GCP. If both, it should be fine. You must learn containers and Kubernetes for deployment scalability, and you must understand SLIs, SLOs, error budgets, and incident handling. So start small, Practice daily, and soon you'll be solving real world reliability problems like a pro. I wish you all the very best, and thank you so much for asking this question. See you all very soon. And yeah, if you are interested to learn about the SRE, there is a session going on. So please do reach out to me. You can reach out to me in the comment section or through WhatsApp channel or through the LinkedIn. Anything is fine. Thank you so much for watching the video, and see you all very soon. Take care and bye bye.